Welcome, welcome. I'm your local moon bunny VTuber, Jueri. Hello everyone, I'm back from Offkai. Today's stream we're gonna be recapping what happened in the last week. I didn't stream at all in the past week, so I'm at least owe you guys an explanation, right? Welcome, welcome. Let me get you guys in here. After a little bit of recapping, I'll show you guys what I have in the haul. I didn't know I have that much because I didn't want to pay $40 for the carry-on. I've had some people graciously offer me Gunpla while I was there, but I just couldn't accept anything. I couldn't accept. I had a friend that was like, "Oh, you know, Jueri, you should take my high-grade Penelope." I'm like, no. Absolutely not. That is like one of the few high grades I cannot carry with me. But I do appreciate the well wishes and stuff. Alright. Copper Chef, welcome. Hi Ned, welcome Luke. Comment, welcome. Hello Show. Lethargic, welcome. Show looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit blue, huh? Delty, welcome. Polygon, hello. Praise Haidu, welcome, welcome. Star Trek Kitty, good morning. DXI, welcome. Plugtube, what's up, what's up? Hi. Akira, hello, welcome. Ishoku, hi, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Sorlin Beef, welcome. Wait, there's actually the messages are going so fast right now. I miss you guys. Feel free to let me know, like bonk me on the head. Hagichini, hi, welcome, welcome. Jared, who's Jared? Is that a streamer you're watching that happens to have similar naming to me? Hello, Vinewood, welcome. Hello, hello. Lisa, French Gundam. No one was gonna give me French Gundam. It's too rare of a kit to even get because all P Bandai, right? Mendraza, hi, welcome. Coca, hi. Hope you're well. Any news? I will talk about it in a bit. I don't think it's anything crazy right now, but some things are in the works for this channel. So I'll do like a full dive in. Chat's been go crazy fast. You got back from the moon. Not that rare, but a bit expensive for the French Gundam, right? If you're gonna give me a Gundam, please make it a Gundam that you're okay with parting with. Don't give it to me for the memes, cause that's. I mean, you could. It's gonna be like on the bottom of the backlog list, but you could. Oh, the room, by the way. Thank you. I actually don't use this. I don't film from my room too often, but when I do, it's for special occasion like this where we chat and yap and stuff. It's been a bit. It's been a bit since I've been in my room. There is. Honestly, I didn't plan to go to another convention, but there is one more convention happening in the state I am. So this Saturday might be a little bit dubious. Usually for Saturday I do the build streams, but there's a gaming convention. I think it was mentioned in chat actually. Too many games. I didn't really plan to, but you know, one of my cousins, he wanted to go. So I was like, alright little bro, I'll just take you there. Let you guys know more as I have more information as well. I found a Bull John Gundam to give. No way, that's an existing Gundam. I know what he looks like, but I don't think he exists as a Plamo yet. Maybe. Maybe. Tea? What tea? I'm gonna have a psychic English exam. Good luck, good luck. Backlog exchange? Ooh, backlog exchange would be kind of fun, I feel like. It just... The logistics of doing that kind of stuff would be kind of hard because you have to show your address and stuff, right? It'd be kind of fun. Honestly, I don't go to many cons, but because this con is in the home state, it's not too much an issue. But does take quite a bit to travel to because not in the city. So hopefully I'll make it back in time. But I plan on going to many games well the entire weekend. Hey, actually I'm going to that con, so might as well do some Plamo exchange. Would you like to? We can organize something in the Discord for it. What's my backlog? We're sharing backlogs now? No. Hands up, buddy. Hands up. That's okay. That'd be like a very, very fun, like idealistic thing where we could just like exchange Plamo with people in Discord. But that'd be really hard to organize. Alright, so what happened since I left? Let's start with the day before the trip. So the day before the trip to Offkai, I actually released a video up until 3 AM because I am such a procrastinator. And that recent video, I did an unboxing for the Gundam Play store. And so far, it's been really good reception. It was a really good experience, wasn't it, you guys? I'm glad you guys enjoyed it and also left some comments on it. But I should probably show you what my streaming recording looks like. I like what I did for that video, but one problem I have with it is that some of the footage was shaky as heck because I don't have a proper phone holder to record my stuff, so I put it on top of the ring light. So it's balancing on top of the ring light in order to record the footage as I'm unboxing it. And honestly, I feel kind of upset with the quality of the video footage, but maybe next time I'll be a bit more cognizant of it. Because now I finally purchased like an actual phone holder for my more IRL videos, so we're good to go. Let me show you. Let me show you this. Look at that. That's my. That's how I record my videos. I put it on top of the ring light and pray that it will stay there balanced. If it doesn't, well, just do some editing, right? But this is my setup for the past 2 videos. I have upgraded from this. Do not worry, I have upgraded from this, so there'll be no more shaky footage. Anytime there was shaky footage, I had my PNG move a little bit funny just to counteract the shakiness of the footage, and you don't notice it. I told my friends, they're like, wow, I didn't know you did that. I was wondering why you had such interesting animations, and that was the reason why. Hi, hola de love, welcome, welcome. It's not dangerous. Who's it gonna hurt? It's gonna hurt my toe if it lands on it, but it's safe. It is absolutely safe. Yeah. How was Offkai beside the gunplay stuff? Oh my god, I think I'm not suited for Offkai, but let me explain why. I'll explain why in a bit here. But it's okay, you can redo the same video with a phone holder. We promise to forget what happened the first time. It happened 2 times, so forget the first 2 times, please. Please, please. Abide the Night Dragon, hi! Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So I released a video and it was super fun, and I liked the feedback from it. I got the high grade ball and the high grade Hashmel. I love both of the kits, I truly do. I felt like I was being trolled when I first got the ball, because that's not a kit that a lot of places really... I don't think there's anyone who buys the ball unironically. It's more for the memes, right? More so for the memes. Let me put this away. Hi Jueri, welcome, welcome Brendan. Hello, hello. There's a lot of VTubers I met, and I'll go to that in a bit. But you do. I think most people buy the master grade version, but this is the high grade, so it's a little bit different. Big 8th MS team fan here. Okay, okay. The Hashmel was such a pleasant surprise. I personally would never buy that kit, but because it's been given to me, it's one of my favorite kits ever. I don't explore a lot of the... I have a lot of mobile suits, but I don't have a lot of mobile pods or armors, so kind of having that introduction into it was a refreshing experience. And so I look forward to building both of the kits there. I'm surprised they gave that willingly. I assume the balls are pretty popular. I think the MG balls are more popular than the high grade ball, so maybe that's what they're thinking. But like I said in the video, they're trying to match the price point that I paid for, which was $60. So they probably were doing some like math and jump through hoops to make sure that the numbers are met. I mean, I bought all 3 MG balls because I like them. True, some of the MG balls are in the Bandai store, right? But I have 3 of them now, so I can juggle them and whatnot, right? I think it'd be fun. I really don't want to do the same kit, but this is one rare exception that I'll make. We got high grade Goof Custom from 8th MS team. Just arrived today, but I'm still waiting. I have one more kit waiting for myself too, in July. Looks like... Pretty sure the mobile balls is the only mobile pod. I just say mobile pods just in case to cover my bases, but if that's the case then pretend I didn't say it with the S. I couldn't find any MG ball near me. They normally don't go like out of stock. They're usually pretty in stock with that. I feel like getting an MG green MG ball with the 4 spider legs now. It's fun. I think it's a fun kit. Are you saying you have 4 balls? No, I have 3. 3 unstructured, unbuilt balls right now. I'm talking like I'm about to like buy like a ball from my collection, like a kid would for like kiddie pool, like the kiddie ball pit stuff. Okay, actually, okay, so for today's stream, I do not have that many photos from Offkai, and it's actually a very common sentiment that a lot of creators and attendees were talking about, and it's because I was living in the moment. So, enough of the video. If you want to see what happened in that video, go and watch it. But now we'll talk about Offkai. Let me see what photos I do have for for list. Ah, okay. So after staying up until 3 AM editing and stuff, my flight was at 6:30 PM in the airport, and I took United, so that gives you a frame of reference what we're working with. It was a $300 flight, but I paid for the seat that didn't come with any carry-on, so I packed extremely light. My backpack had my pants, my makeup bag, and my purse. And then I have a quote-unquote headrest. What's it called? Is it headrest? Neck pillow, yeah. It was a neck pillow, but it's emptied out because I put my shirts in there. It's something that Mama Han bought from Temu, and without it, I don't think I could fit my clothing for 4 days in a singular backpack. But we made it, and it happened. What the heck? No shirt? Absolutely shirts. What the heck? If no shirts, then I would be wearing 5 shirts in the airport. Yeah, we're doing our best to survive out here. So, to avoid paying the $40 carry-on fees going both ways, I think it's 80 in total with that in that case. So, I only packed a backpack. Yeah. Secrets buying new clothes? Hell no! Hell no! You know why, Delty? It's because California is one of the most expensive states in the US. Like, it's so expensive over there. Buying clothes over there is just like a wallet. a way to kill your wallet. Of course you came back with Penelope in your bag, I'm sure. I had some room for like runners. If someone gave me a box of Plamo, it would have to be without the box, just the Plamo, just the runners, and the instruction kit, and that's it. But I can't do that. I'm a sucker for the box art, so I don't like to just pack the essentials for that stuff, you know? Pack way more than that. Well, we were there for quite some time. Also, welcome, Kyle. You were there for about a week. Right? Not the basic economy. What? What's wrong with the basic economy? I also had to pay for the Airbnb too. I had to pay for Airbnb. Okay, so my flight was at 6:30, and then because of the storm that was happening on the East Coast, it got delayed. And actually, my flight was supposed to land in my airport, but they kind of took a detour and landed in the neighboring state. And because of that, they were there for about 6 hours. We didn't know this because there's not a lot of information about when our flight's gonna be. So on my phone, I got the update like, hey, we're gonna be parting in 30 minutes. We're gonna be parting in 1 hour. And they keep pushing the time back and back and back. Eventually, until 12 AM, you know, they're like, all right, guys, we're gonna try boarding within 20 minutes. Okay, we're working with the bare minimum right here. We managed to clean out the airplane, but we have not restocked the refrigerator. Just go to sleep when you're on the plane. That's what they told us. So, no, we're trying to move 50 bodies into the airplane within 20 minutes because these pilots, you know, they came off of a really long flight and they're contractually obligated to work a certain amount of hours once they're in the air and stuff. So, I actually managed to get on the airplane by midnight. And then, you know, I got situated. They did the whole introduction. Like, hi, welcome to United. Blah, blah, blah. And then after about 10 minutes, they're like, alright, sorry guys. I have the bad news. We have to deplane the aircraft. So, we're like grumbling. We're tired. We're hungry. I ate airport food for about 24 hours. And, or like, what's 24 hours? It's like 18 hours I was there. And so yes, we all had to evacuate the airplane because we did not board the aircraft fast enough. And in doing so, you know, people are angry, people are upset. They're not compensating us for any of the flights or Uber because it was weather related. When it's something like more aircraft related, they're willing to bend a little bit. But the weather across the US, you know, is unpredictable, so they can't always do such compensation. So I didn't want to go. I didn't have the extra fund set aside to go Uber and airport to the hotel. And actually, I've heard some people were not compensated for those like hotel stays. I don't know, it's really crazy. But I have a picture of where I slept for like 18 and where I slept for about from 12 to about I think 5 AM. So about 5 hours. Let me see. Do I have it? Yeah, I have it. I slept. This is my backpack, and this is my headrest with my shirts in it. Yeah, I was like, well, this is better than sleeping on the ground, so I will sleep here. It's hardwood and marble, so I guess that's something, but it was very cramped. Yeah, it's a mess. To be honest, I wasn't the only person. Other people from the East Coast had some difficulty. I think I had one of the worst experience ever. Like, I just never experienced it before. Oh, why? Well, hello. Welcome, Nine. Yo, guys, Nine's a DJ. If you need someone from the coast to host your parties with anime tunes, he got you. But not even a chair. There was massage chair, but they were already occupied. There's only 3 massage chairs in airport. Jueri, why? Okay, should I? Here are my options. I either sleep on this really smooth slab, or I sleep on the airport chairs, which has handles. I tried sleeping horizontally in the armrest of the chair, like between the armrests at the airport, and I could sleep underneath the armrest, but the problem was that I didn't have a lot of room. I had to sleep like I was in a coffin, basically. I sleep better curled up than flat on my back, so I rather just sleep on this flat slab of ground. Ooh, this is hard. They gotta let you stay to lounge at least. There's no compensation whatsoever. But you know, we got compensation. So my next flight is basically paid off. They compensated us for $175. Not the worst, not the best. I just wouldn't do it again. I'd rather just I don't know. I'd rather them give me $175 to at least sleep at an airport or sleep in a hotel somewhere comfortable. But yeah, $175 compensation. So that flight itself was round trip for $300. So I paid for one of my ways. Part of myself wants to experience sleeping at an airport. It's kind of horrible. I didn't sleep at all. Interestingly, underneath the bench I slept at, they had the outlet, so I was charging my phone. But I was scared because I was sharing this small space with my phone and my glasses, and if you don't drop on the marble, I'd be crying. So I didn't get that much good sleep. Hi Virtuosa, welcome. Last time I slept at an airport, I slept on the floor. No. It was fascinating because I didn't realize that the airport actually clears out by certain hours. Around 12, I think most people already left or doesn't have any flight coming in. So from 1 to about 5 a.m, the airport was super cleared out, super quiet. And then around 5 a.m. is when travelers going out the country or going out the state starts filing in and start getting busy. So, you know, I paid like $20 for a sandwich. So it's all right. It's something. But yeah, that, you know, that's a small flight. I feel so bad because if I don't get enough sleep, I don't mask myself very well. Like I get really antsy. I don't have a lot of energy. And actually, I was planning to go to Offkai alone, kinda. My goal was, okay, you know, people have told me that I'm an extrovert. You know, I should go up to these people and hand them my card, my business card, so to speak. And I couldn't do that. The lack of sleep really made it difficult for me to put on the kind of persona you guys see here on stream and stuff. So, I apologize for anyone who I met during Offkai and were like, dang, she's like a nervous wreck. I admit that fully. Hi, welcome, Darker Kokin. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. You should borrow my backpack to stuff more clothes as pillow. I can only bring one personal item. That was the kind of economy flight seat I was paying for. Okay, VTubing doesn't pay that much enough to bring carry-on stuff. Kamori, thank you. Thank you for the welcome back. They dropped me off midnight after a delay and told me the connection was 6 a.m. I took a short nap only on the benches. Try the metal chairs, cold. Metal chairs? Nah, forget about it. Cranky? Groggy? I I was just... Yeah, I was pretty sleepy. I usually get... How do I say this? It takes me a lot of brain energy to portray confidence, you know? But I was a little tired and I didn't think too much on my trip. But being off always sucks. Yeah, it happens though. That's okay, you know, the flight was 6 hours. So I technically spent about 24 hours to get across the coast, which is really unusual in the first time for me. Hope your next experience going conning won't be bad as this, much better. Yeah, this is just the first time, and this is the first time that the weather on the East Coast where I am just was tearing up trees and knocking power lines. So I'm a very low-key, low-maintenance person. They can put me into a cardboard box and I would thank them for it. I don't really care. I was not as angry as some of the older white folks at the airport. They were very verbal. I appreciate and applaud them for speaking on behalf of the passengers like me who don't want to say anything and rather just take the L and call it a day. But I applaud them. They're just built different, man. I don't think I'm at the age where I will speak up my mind about this to corporation. Back in my day, 20 bucks can get you a whole day in the internet cafe. I wish, man. I wish. Dang, I'm glad I got to the West Coast before a storm passed through. Yeah, you're super lucky. This was on a Thursday. My plan was to attend the Friday, Saturday, Sunday con. But because my flight got pushed from Thursday 6 p.m. to Friday 11 a.m., I just did not go to the con at all. Could not go to any parties on Friday. I was FOMOing so bad, you know. There was the Oshi bar at the convention that was very popular and people were buying tickets for it. Tickets were about $60 by the time I looked at it, and I was like, oh no, I'm not making the connection and mingling with people, and it's okay. But you know, eventually I did land in the States. I actually landed in SF rather than San Jose, which is not bad, but definitely gotta pay money to head over to San Jose where the con is at. But because of that, I had some friends helping me out during my stay. I got a shout out to all the new friends and old friends who helped me out during my trip. You know, it could have been way worse, but you guys really took good care of me and I appreciate that a lot. A lot of my friends, they offered rides and paying for my food. I think during my time there, aside from the general stuff, I paid $7, I think, for one place at the burger. What's Oshi Bar? Okay, so Oshi Bar is a party that people pay for that's near the con. And it's something that people can go to drinks and listen to music and DJing by notable names. It's not part of the con, it's like a thing that's separate from the con. So people will go there and just hang on vibe. I didn't go to Oshi Bar, I just missed it. Oh, Issa was there? I didn't know she went to Oshi Bar. Drinks? Oh yeah, so not gonna lie, Oshi Bar has some insane marketing because I was feeling FOMO for something that I just couldn't even make to. And when it happened, a lot of people got turned away, and some people even didn't even attend the party. So they're looking to refund those people. Make sure you get them refunds too. It's okay. I missed out on the first day, so even the first day, after I got off the plane, I just wanted food, so I went to In-N-Out, and I also went to Trader Joe's to get some fruits and vegetables for breakfast in my stay. I actually did contact my Airbnb host to get a refund, but they're like, no, we prepared a room for you, so fair. That's on me. I couldn't predict it, but I wasted one day. I could have saved about $90 if I just booked like a different way. But it's okay. It's okay. Yes, the message. Hopefully they refund. Yeah, they seem like a pretty chill crew, so I'm sure they would. Drinks there are met, and the line for drinks was over an hour. Ooh, it made me realize that not everything gotta be FOMO'd over. Missing on Oshi Bar. I think I turned out pretty okay without going to that. And actually, there's a tons of parties if you know where to look for these things. Now that I've been through it, I realized that you should not sign up for convention parties. Unless it's hosted by a smaller crew. Once it's like known by everyone, it's gonna get crowded really fast, and you know they're gonna try to wrangle as much money as they can. I don't know if it's well, I don't know. Maybe it's the first time, maybe it's the second time, I'm not sure. I'm sure there are people who had a good time there. One drink was $16. Is that California pricing or is that normal? The Oshi bar was not one of the things we FOMO over, to be honest. I was FOMOing over it, okay, until it happened and then I just didn't feel it anymore. It is Cali prices? Okay, so it is Cali prices. I thought that was normal for California, but even you guys are kind of wrangled over it, so maybe it's not. Okay, so let me see. So, first day, I went to the con. I tried going there early to pick up my badge. And I was so worried that I was gonna have to wrangle through the lines and stuff, but I was there. There's not much of a line. I'm pretty sure that most people got their badge on Thursday and Friday, so picking up my badge on Saturday was pretty much a breeze. Oh, I was so nervous. I was that morning. I truly thought I was gonna be alone at the convention, and I was okay with that somewhat. I'm lying to myself saying that I can do this and I can talk to people, but turns out that I need to be adopted by an extrovert. So during before I went to the con, interestingly, I got reached out by a friend and he offered to accompany me to the convention. So I was like, okay, awesome. He's an extrovert, so much easier. He knows people, so I just knew people by extension. It made things 100% easier on me, because I could just blend in the background. Let's see. Went to a room party where they had great people and free drinks, meat and sake. Let me tell you about the room party later in a bit. Yeah. Ratio all over the place, so drinks were meh. That's good, so much more fun with friends. Yeah, so I went with a friend for a good majority, and I went to I did a stamp rally. That's one thing. They give you this year. They give you trading cards, so you could actually open them and trade them with other people. I got Keys in the Eye in my pack, and apparently it's a it's a really rare card. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll hold it for keepsake, but someone else there wants it. Feel free to take off my hand. But yeah, let me think. Do I have any photos here? That's what I heard too, that it's God pull. But when I opened it, I had no reaction. My friends were like, "Yo, you got the God pull." I'm like, "Oh, naruhodo." It's hard because I'm not in the game for all the TCGs, so this is my first time with this one. So you know, first thing first, they got the standees. There was so much standees at this convention. There is a standee for every indie out there too, for people that printed out their own and stuck it there. Oh my god, I was missing out. I'm not a VTuber if I don't have my own standee. I didn't get the memo. Someone should have told me that they're doing like a standee thing, so I could have tossed in something. But yeah. Oh my god. Oh, these standees, I don't know if they're life size, but each one of them are like 6 feet tall. Who are you? Why are you 6 feet tall? Kind of thing. I was thinking to myself. I believe that maybe Nimi's. I saw Nimi's a standee. Hers might be life size because it was 5'1", right? So I was taller than it. They're not 6 feet, are they? They kind of are 6. Or maybe I'm short. I'm not sure anymore. Music. I went to convention alone, but music fest and my brother-in-law were fantastic. Yeah, and that's how it should be. I don't think I'll ever go to a convention by myself. I've learned that the hard way a little bit. I don't think a majority of them are 6 feet, but what do I know? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the shoes. Maybe the shoes they are wearing. Maybe it's shorter than you think. I would like to see you try to come here and then stand next to them. I feel like I was taller than all of them. Okay, Kyle, you're just built taller. Okay, so maybe I am short. So yeah. Yeah, so there's like a bit of a daycare for standees, as someone says. There's an area for people to put up their own. And next year next year we'll try to get something on here. I was talking to a friend of a friend, and he was like, you know what, let's do something different. Let's do some 3D printed standees. I was like, oh, genius, perfect idea. But I don't know if it'll ever happen. We shall see. We shall see. I don't think they're all accurate heights. But yeah, some of them didn't have money to print bigger ones, so some of them were like 1 foot tall. Those are cute, those are good size. It actually makes you stick out in a crowd of such tall standees. Very detailed. Yeah, very detailed. Alright, let's see what else they got here. Let me think here. Ah, yeah. Let me show this. I made a mistake with my badge. Let me put this on. I don't have any room to show you guys this. Okay, here. Hi Jade, welcome. I started doing standees last year when my friend mentioned standees were cheaper than one would think. Like acrylic standees or like the paper one? Paper one, right? Okay. Welcome Jade, welcome. Logo's vintage. Yeah, so I went to Artist Alley. There was 2 artists that I knew personally, so I want to make sure that they get their water and snacks. So I have a really heavy bag of water and snacks for them. Snacks are crushed during my flight, so I apologize for those who received them. You know, I talked to Vino Burrito at table 62. I bought his Gundam credit card skin, so now my credit card skin has this really nice film on it to protect it. And so I got the boat goes binted and the magically terrific ribbon. Tag or ribbon, I'm not sure. So those were where they came from. I kept mine very small. So in case you don't know, this convention, and actually it's kind of growing tradition at convention in general, they are starting to do this thing where people have ribbons that they hand out to other people, and there's a bit of a competition to make the longest ribbon carpet that you could. So there are people out here collecting ribbons like it is a gold mine, basically. That's so cool. Can I see the front and back of it? Actually, I can show you it. Give me a second. We just have to go to the cam here. Here it is. Thank you for asking, because I was gonna forget about it. But yeah, here. This is the ribbon they used. It has the brand of, or the sponsor for the convention. V4 Mirai. Actually, that's all I see on here. Dev Gen 4? I think that's it. Just V4 Mirai, I guess. How do ribbons attach? Yeah, I can show you it. So this is my badge here. This is what you get. I should have changed this. I should have changed it to Moon Bunny on the bottom. I didn't understand what they were asking me at the checkout, so I just put my handle on here. Bad idea. I look like I am advertising myself. So next time I go, I'm gonna change that to something else. My bad. I didn't know what they're asking for. So this is the ribbon. I took this from the very last part. So what you get is you get something like this. There'll be places for you to trade ribbons and places for you to get free ribbons, and it'll have the sticky side here that you peel off, and doing so you can just put them on the back of these. I didn't do it very straight, unfortunately, because I was standing oftentimes to put these on. So yeah, that's how they attach. Oh, sorry. Ooh, I should have moved that a little bit down. You can tell I have no experience with this. Yeah, it's kind of like a post-it. Yeah, I would say so. There's this one guy who has like a Swiffer jet, and he has like ribbons on either side of it, and he's just like swinging around. That's really cool. I believe there's a photo from a previous con where someone had it all rolled up, and then they unrolled it from the height of the second floor of the convention and it's still rolled on. So yeah, this gets really serious for some people, and I think it's a really fun achievement for them to get a hold of. It looks like a really nice texture. I actually have on the second day that I went there, Vino actually gave me the rest of the ribbons. So I'll have to figure out how to hand these out to some people. I probably just like just mail them or something. I don't know. I gotta give one to Tao, so there's 3 left afterwards. 3? 3 left, yeah. When I get home, I should post a comparison to ribbon thingies. No, you're gonna bog me, bro. Don't do it. Yeah, I don't have that many ribbons because I want to look like I'm a cool kid with a few that I care about. But secretly, I also want to collect, but I just don't want to have the ribbon hanging between my legs when I'm walking or tripping over it. It's just a health hazard for me, that's all. Yeah, super cool. This actually started in sci-fi conventions and started catching on to other conventions, so it's super neat. I don't know anywhere to put the ribbon, but Vino told me to give it to you, Tao. It looks so nice. I think one ribbon might not do it, but I think if you have a roll like this, it looks really nice. Ribbon loincloth, wrap it up. Oh yes, I'll make sure I look like a mummy with my ribbons when they're done. Imagine the amount of elephants in the con with long ribbons between their legs. Actually, some people put the ribbons sideways too. So what they would do is they would take something like this and they'll start attaching it like sideways like this, and it becomes like a grid instead. Those people are terrifying to me because that becomes a face mask at that point if it's like blown out in the wrong direction. But yeah, super cool. Maybe stick it to a drawer. Yeah, you can, Tao. Yes, you can. Alright, back to my room. So yeah, that's the nested ribbon stuff they're having. Super cool. The nice way to advertise and talk to other people about it. Okay, so let's see. I went to Vino, and I also talked to Kuno actually. I don't know if you guys know this artist. His name is Kuno MD, I think. I forgot his Twitter handle. And he's someone I've known for a long while, and actually he's the reason why I went to Offkai in the first place. I am not the type to be a part of conventions or anything like that. I went there as an attendee, but one day I got a DM from him. He was like, well, actually I got a DM from a mutual that we have between us, and he said, Jueri, Kuno has something to say to you. I was like, what? He said, if you're not going to Offkai, you're trolling. So I was like, okay, so this is clearly a sign I should go. So I went. And honestly, it is so fun. I've been to anime convention, but for a VTuber convention, I feel a bit more apt to talk to other people, talk to other creators. I'm so fascinated by the different sort of creators that are out there that it's just very natural for me to make conversation happen. And yeah, you know, someone should have made a whole cube of them. Man, these ribbons are like popping. They rarely ever sell them. They're always given for free. I wish I was millionaires to go have gone above AX and Offkai. I do not wish to be a millionaire to go to Offkai and AX. I've been to AX one time and I feel it's a bit overrated because a lot of what AX offers is offered at smaller cons too. It's just that that's sort of the bigger hub of people. And honestly, it's not really fun to rub elbows. Ah, you know. Oh, hi, Conrad. Welcome. Conrad, hello. A friend asked me... this friend of mine, he's not at the convention. He's an IRL friend from high school, yeah. He said, is it true that the con smells? And to that, I had to say it's true. There are people who will say it does not smell, but maybe I'm more sensitive to it, but it definitely does smell. People just have body odor that's not taken care of. I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a meme when Offkai Expo themselves did like a PSA that, hey, you gotta shower and put on deodorant, you know. How do you counter the smell? You wear a face mask, and at some point, face masks will not cover it, so you have to put a little bit of perfume or some sort of scented oil inside your mask. It was not me! Okay, I was actually offended, okay, by the smell. Because I was thinking, damn, you know, my community makes fun of me for being smelly, but this is what smelly actually means. Okay. Okay. Hi, Sunny. As an introvert, big conventions make me feel like panicking, which is why you should always get an extrovert that will take you around. Offkai sounds fun. I'm already booked with too many games and anime in my season summer, but I can probably try to get another anime convention next year. Offkai is gonna be more of a VTuber convention than it is an anime convention, just a heads up. You're not gonna find as much anime related stuff there. Yeah. My aura is pretty powerful, thank you. Gathering nerds, no matter how big or small, individuals don't know the potency of their body odor. Somehow it's fine. I think you might have COVID, that's why, Kyle. That's why you couldn't smell it. I should have brought my Jueri smell merch. I really should have. But in the general atrium where it's a bit more spacious, people are milling about, it was very, very subtly musky. You know, if I just walk and not think about it, I can ignore it. But in smaller contained areas like the artist alley, the vendor's booth, some of the panels, the dance floor, horrible. That's honestly where you'll smell most of it. These smaller rooms don't have a way to circulate the air and stuff, and it's just, oh man. It's alright though. You smelling merch? Yes, I do. Yes, right now for $15 you can get the Jueri smell merch at jueri.info. Yeah. I still ship them out. I think they're okay right now. There's a heat wave, but I think they survived the heat wave. Dance, there got, yes. I feel bad for normal people going to cons having to deal with the smell. It's alright, I guess. What do you mean by dance floor? Oh yeah, so the convention doesn't just have areas for the artist alley and vendor's booth. They also have panels and parties. There are parties hosted by the con themselves, and people can just stop by and dance and sweat and smell and think of the place. It's pretty warm indoors. I felt fine. It's warm indoors because people were wearing the thing, the outfit that they use for cheering. I forgot what it's called. Just gonna use spray can like pepper spray. Honestly, we should've. What they should do at the entrance of the door is just spray people with like deodorant as they come in. Happy? Yeah, happy. Wow, actually, a bit of a culture shock here, but I didn't know that the happies were very popular at anime convention. It makes sense why, but I've only ever seen the photos and videos, but never seen in person. So it's pretty cool. I've never been to VTuber Focus Con, but I think I had to go to an Offkai next year for a new experience. People there are very lovely. Like I go there and I forget like how toxic the Twitter space is for VTubing, but people there are very passionate, sweet and kind, and they want to see you succeed. Honestly, honest to God, they want to see you succeed if you're ever a VTuber yourself. So yeah. Yeah, so back to the story here. At the artist alley, I met Vino for the Bogus Minted and also the Jueri ribbon, and I also met Kuno. Why am I so awkward? When I met Kuno, I went in for a handshake and he pulled back. He was like, wait, a handshake or a hug? I was like, why did you do this to me? I guess that when I'm not well rested, I kind of just have a very tired... I just can't socialize. I just can't socialize when I'm tired, so I learned that about myself. The Jueri smell soap actually isn't bad the more I use it. It's lavender. You're too young, that's why you don't understand Tao. So's new slogan, purge the unclean. They're just very passionate. Okay, the fans are passionate. After going to an artist... Wait, I didn't buy that much artist alley stuff. Am I too broke? Because keychains, some of the keychains were upwards of $20, and I was shocked because I haven't been to a con in a long while. I thought their keychains were about $10 to $12, but I guess I'm just out of the loop. I didn't know that standees are no longer $20, but instead like $35. Is it normal, or is it just the place that I was at? Maybe it's like a Bay Area stuff, but I was priced out for a lot of the merch. So, and obviously I can't carry a lot, so I bought what I could just for some keychains. You have to understand that these keychains are hand drawn and manufactured somewhere else, and then also transported to them. They were, yeah. So it wasn't just me. I think that the reason why it's kind of pricier is because, one, they're catering to VTuber fans. They're passionate enough to buy stuff with their Oshi plastered on it, so I can kind of get it. Not every booth was like this, by the way, but some of the booths that I did see had some pretty insane pricing, which, you know, fair, get the bag. I'm just I'm just too poor. Oh yeah, Tao, I bought you some stuff. I gotta get you that later. Feels like con pricing, to be honest. Okay, so I just haven't been to many cons then. Some have to deal with import tax. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense because some of the keychains were made overseas, so that would make more sense with the craziest that happened back then. All right. Okay, you know what? $20 for keychains, I get you. Get that bag. But I'll get something else maybe. They're fine. They'll be fine. After going through the artist alley and looking through some stuff, they have Love and Deep Space merch. I was so surprised. So every table had VTuber merch, which is standard obviously, but there were tables that had VTuber merch and other IPs. And the tables that do have that tend to do pretty well. At some point, when you go through rows and rows and rows of VTuber merch, you kind of stand out with some of your niche stuff. So I was very happy for the Love and Deep Space stuff. I took pictures with the Love and Deep Space standee in one of the rooms, and it was just felt like I was being surrounded by, I was a mob surrounded by a forest. They had Love and Deep Space. Some people had Gundam. So hard to find, but they are there. And what else they had? They had Animal Crossing a little bit. There's some stuff there. Well, now I have to go next year. Do not go there expecting only Love and Deep Space merch. It's gonna be hard to find. But they are there. Yes, there are some Gundam, like the one done by Vino Burrito at vinoburrito.com. He has some posters too. Love and Deep Space. Love and Deep Space is a female-focused game with like really hot boyfriends. Yeah. Don't worry, Juju, I won't. I know you won't. So they separate their at this convention. They separate their artist alley and some of the vendor dealers with the industry hall, which is its own separate thing. At the industry hall, you'll find, you know, Phase Connect, Bisojo, but you'll also find companies like Advanced GG, Elgato, and stuff. So those were separate areas. I actually kind of had fun at the vendors hall. Some of them have really cool stuff. The woman, it's not a Gooner game just because it tracks your period. I swear it's not. We just wanna protect our pants from bleeding over. Okay. Okay. I gotta clear up the misunderstanding or else people will misunderstand more. I think one of my friends is gonna be selling LEDS merch at some con. Yes. Yes. Wait, Love and Deep Space sounds like a fun game. Oh. It's a game full of angst. That's all I will say. I kind of hate that the marketing is kind of goonery though, because it's not really like that at all. It's more like emotional and bonding and stuff. It's gooner just because women goon different doesn't make it. It's not gooning, bro. It's so different. Emotional. Okay, that I can agree with. If we're gonna say it's emotional gooning, didn't agree with it. You should get some emotional gooning too. You should play like crane games with your girlfriend and GF or PNGs too. What really is a gooner game is ZZZ. ZZZ is not a gooner game, but it has like gooner physics. That's the why are we making distinction now? I am Bada number one disc. What? Boomer game? Whoa. 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 Boomer game? Okay, Grandpa with his Bejewel on his phone and stuff? What the heck? A JV game is emotional gooner game. Okay, I guess that we're learning today that there's a distinction between like gooner games and emotional gooner game. So I will concede on that front. Literally just prawn, yes, and there are like stuff like that. What they had at Industry Hall? There's something I want to note. There's something I could show you guys, but I think I'll show it later. Let me see if I have photos for this. Like I said, I didn't take too many photos. Oh, okay, I didn't really take any photos at the Industry Hall. Damn. They had a crane game at the Industry Hall. It was a... Ah, man, I wish I knew which company was doing the crane game stuff, but I had fun with that. Elgato. Oh, I tried the energy drinks. I was so tired, so I actually drank both Advanced GG and the Gamer Sub samples. They were pretty alright. A little bit too sweet for me though. I did like the melon pop flavor or whatever that was for Advanced GG, but I don't think I'm a energy supplement person. There are a lot of meet and greets in the industry hall. I only did like 2 meet and greets. No, explain a little bit. I don't know how much I can reveal though, because I feel like I should be more careful. I'll be honest with you, I just walked around without a mask because I know I'm a super niche VTuber. But yeah, I'm not really known in the VTuber scene. In the Gunpla scene, maybe, but in terms of VTubing, no one really knows me. So I kind of just like, yeah, I'm Jueri, yeah, I'm Jueri, yeah. I really should have been more careful. That's something I will change for next year. I don't think I was thinking because I was just tired, but I really should have wear a mask and be more protective of my identity. Note to self. Choose a different name. Yeah. Gunpla VTuber. I'll tell you right now, I actually did meet 2 Jueris. Or I guess 1.5 Jueris. I met 1.5 Jueris. The first Jueri, I was actually eating my food and scrolling on Twitter to pass the time a little bit because my friend was dropping something off. So, but then I got a Twitter DM that was like, hey, I want your signature. Sign this board for me, and he has a signature of a bunch of other VTubers. Self-dox? I was more afraid of being doxxed at a Gunpla store than I was a VTuber convention, so that gives you context for where my brain was at. I went to a IRL Gunpla store because I usually buy online, so I need to be safer. I need to be watched by a guardian. That's what I need. VTubers also wear their badges backward. I didn't do that. Who's gonna read my stuff? You're not that big yet? Yeah, right? I feel the exact same way. I don't think I'm that big yet. John Jueri. Well, yes. Hi. I am John Jueri. I am regular VTuber fan. #1 VTuber fan. Yeah, so I met with the Jueri. And I actually do remember him because he was there in my early streams. Maybe not as much now because he got a lot of VTubers to watch. But, you know, we chatted. And he was super sweet and nice. He offered food and drinks, but I already had some, so I had to turn it down. And you know, we chatted and hugged, and that was it. Afterwards, we were supposed to meet at a spot, right? But I didn't move the spot for about 30 minutes because after he was gone, I talked to one of the sea dogs. This sea dog, he disguises himself as a Jueri, but he for sure is a sea dog at the core. If he, I don't know if he wants to reveal himself, but he can if he wants to. You've seen him around in chat. But yeah, we chatted. He was pretty cool. He could even be here. I think I saw him earlier. I don't know if I can mention it. Yeah, whatever. I can mention it. He's a cool guy. What's a sea dog? Why'd you write? He wrote sea dog like it was a slur. What the heck? He looked like corn dog. No, it's SEA, like the water, the ocean, the sea, and then dogs, like wolf, you know? Sea dog is the fan name for Isa. She's another VTuber around the corner and stuff. I saw sea dog in the sea. Yeah. No, he was fun to talk to for a time. He was waiting for the party to start, so no, it's okay, it's okay. I didn't give too much context for sea dogs or water puppies. And you know, we chatted a little bit. After some time, I actually talked to the Kamana a little bit, and then oh my god, I saw my Kamioshi. You guys know my Kamioshi is someone in Holy Tempest, and he was walking around the con, and I got picked with him. He is so introverted. He looks so tired. I feel so sorry for him, but at the same time, I could not contain my shyness and embarrassment. But I was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Oh my god, I love the work you do, and stuff you do inspires me to push my content outside this box." And I was like, "Huh." Oh, him? He stands out. He stands out so much. The one and only, he looks like the pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean. Howdy, family's in town so right now, so won't be around for streams for a few days, but have a great stream, Miss Spoon Bunny. Welcome back. Thank you! Thank you. Oh, Lemon. I'll leave it at that. They're not Holo Tempest. What are we talking about? I was talking about a regular Twitch streamer. He doesn't stream anymore though. But yeah. Jack Sparrow. Yeah! That's right, it's Jack Sparrow. The name slipped me because I haven't watched that movie. But yeah, it's Jack Sparrow. So he was walking around. He's kind of just chill. I felt kind of bad a little bit because I bet that the entire con was just him being like met with fans, you know, and that's hard. Because once you show your face, it's kind of hard to kind of hide yourself a little bit. I'm someone who has a little bit of difficulty with remembering people's faces in a way that's kind of dangerous sometimes, and so but that happened. Hi Citrus, welcome. Whoa, it's Jueri. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, he didn't have he has a podcast right now. He does podcast experience with Professor Lando. Actually, Professor Lando was also at the con too, but I didn't get to see him. They were together for a time. Ooh, those two together are a powerful source of a crowd, so you gotta get there early. I remember people by their hairstyle. I don't know if I don't have face blindness by any means, but I had to remember them by everything else except their face. I saw them together from a distance. How scandalous. Yeah, but okay, wait, so at the industry hall I talked to an Irium streamer. Do you guys know what Irium is? It's a VTuber app where you can talk to them kind of like a TikTok live. They only do just chatting content on there, but the company Irium was trying their best to advertise and get more people on board. But one of the streamers I talked to, he knows my friend, so I asked him about Irium, what he's doing as a VTuber, what kind of content he does, and he was super nice and chatty about it. But at the end of the exchange, he actually gave us an invite to a exclusive party for VTubers. Oh my god, you guys. I was by myself because my friends had to put some things away. Yeah, it's similar to Nexus. It's similar to Nexus High Pass. I didn't want to be late, so I arrived exactly as described on the invite, which is 8 PM. I didn't understand what's happening because it had the address and the room number, which was the hotel. I was like, surely they like booked a ballroom or meeting room or something. No, it's just a regular hotel room. I'm a very straight edge person. Okay, I never been to parties outside of people I know, so it's my first time. I was asked from some of their staff if I was a VTuber. Aren't you? You are a VTuber, aren't you not? You are. I should have said I wasn't a VTuber because they actually make you sign. They scan a QR code to join their Discord, but that's besides the point. But look, you have the channel in your name. Are you not a VTuber? Am I misunderstanding? Ooh, I actually did look at the Irium app though, because I like the general vibe and UI. It's just that you can't scroll on it like you would YouTube or Twitter and YouTube or TikTok. You have to enter a room and then leave the room. You know what I mean? So I didn't really get a chance to explore the app that much. And they greet lurkers. Oh my god. It says Jueri has entered the chat and they're like, oh hi Jueri. I'm like, I haven't said anything yet, leave me alone. But that's just sort of the culture that is on there. Now I just put it in there and now it's a hassle to get rid of it. Wait, let me see your channel real fast. I need context for this. I have seen your name before, Kageshini, but I assumed you're a VTuber. Wait a minute. Let's see, live. Oh my god, there's no content on here except for the Lelouch profile picture. Wait, you are... I feel baited. I thought you were a VTuber all along. Oh. Okay, I guess TIL. TIL. Thank you for the honesty. That's pretty interesting though. Secretly a party animal? No. No moderation tool? Yikes. Did you just start being late when I miss? You missed everything, Saber. Welcome. Alright, so I was the first person in this room. People were exiting because they're like, oh, I'm gonna go grab the pizza and drinks. And they're like, yeah. It was just one guy, and I was like, hi. And he was like, hi, are you here but invited by da-da-da? I was like, I was here invited by da-da-da. Wait, that's a different person. I'm like, hold on. So I showed the invite and pointed to the person that invited me. And he was like, oh, okay. And so I sat down and chatted with him because he's the only guy there. And he's the guy who runs the VTuber Research Club, which is the person who handles the robot that you see roaming on at the convention. You guys know that there are meet and greets that are happening at booths, but also on the con floor. So at the convention floor, some VTubers are on a robot that they control by movement. You get your toes run over, but you know, it's part of the experience. And some of them are on wearable tech that the person would be wearing so they can walk around for them. So it's pretty cool. Hi, Jueri. Hi, welcome, Kimberly. Friendly, let's not get knife. There was a robot. Yeah, and he's the person that runs the whole thing. It's super cool. I learned that they funded the whole thing themselves. Super passionate fans, and so I learned a little bit. Eventually, he had to leave, so it's just me. And then after some time, this room, this regular hotel room, started getting crowded fast. To the point where they had to push the bed up against the wall and then to make more room. Even then, it got really loud and really crowded really fast. And it was tough. I like to think that I'm the type of person to be okay just coming up to people and introducing themselves, but honestly, I was just sleepy. I was EP VTuber. I was talking in the corner with other introverts, like, hey, what kind of content do you do? Do you have a business card? My go-to icebreaker is, oh, do you have a business card? And they say no, and then I ask them what kind of stuff they do. BTRC does a lot of great work. Been trying to nab me for a while too. You should work with them. They're awesome dudes. Really. Have to leave early today. Good night. Good night. That's how I watch Offkai from the comfort of my desk. That's nice. Yes, it is a claustrophobic nightmare, but the people in there made the experience really good. It did end up shutting down because we got noise complaint twice. I know the party organizer felt kind of bad having to kick people out, but for the short time that I was there, which was for an hour and a half, it was fun. It was really fun. How do you even start a conversation with a stranger in a con or party setting? It's a lot easier if you are of similar interests, so you can just break the ice like that. If you were at like a Gunpla con or party or something, you'd be like, hey man, how many kids have you built? What's your backlog? Just the way you break into conversation is by having a genuine interest in people. I am a very curious person, so I have no issue breaking into conversation about their content. Wow, so cute. Thank you! Thank you so much! What was the buffer? Yeah. I was there. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, wait. For context, this is an Irium party, so a lot of these people kind of know each other, and they're also from Irium. But there are a few who are not. And something I was curious about is why people become Irium streamers. So that was my also icebreaker question. And they tell me why they would do it, and honestly, it's very niche for what they offer and what they can offer for you. I had no confidence. Just a very inquisitive thought that I need to ask on top of my tongue, and that was it. But one of the area streamer, they were super introverted and sweet, and I was surprised because when we traded contact info, they already had a YouTube channel of about 80k subscribers with like face cam content. The reason why they became a Irium streamer is because they wanted to be a VTuber, and some people didn't know how to be part of the pipeline, so makes sense. Here, I'll spell it. It's a mobile app that you download and you can kind of watch VTubers on there. The main drawback with it is that it's only just chatting content, and oftentimes they're contractually obligated to stream a certain amount of hours for that site, for that app. What's your most memorable school? Wait, I have to hold you on that question because I'm in the middle of trying to explain my thought for what happened at the con, so hold that thought. Yeah, honestly, I was about to tap out because I had no more things to say with the people that I was with. They were very sweet, but at the same time, you know, it was hard because the room was really crowded and whatnot. So my friend that came with me, he's been more extroverted, so I let him go out and explore in the party. So I sat there with the three of us in the huddled in corner. Crisscross applesauce huddled in corner talking and chatting. Is it exclusive on iOS? That I do not know because I only have the iOS. I don't know if it's available on the Android store. Is it Android too? Okay. Stitches might know, but I do not know. When my extroverted friend went out and came back, he was like, "Oh, Jueri, this guy here is an artist." So I was like, okay. I went from one corner introverts to the other corner introverts. Or I was like yapping it up with the people in the other corner because we connected really well. Like these people are super cool. They're not VTubers themselves, but they are an illustrator and someone who works alongside VTubers. So it was really fun. Just be able to talk to people who aren't necessarily VTuber but kind of have an appreciation for them, you know. And so we talked about things beyond VTubing itself. Like at some point I was telling them about the lack of visualization in my head and how D&D makes it difficult to enjoy. And so it was stuff like that. But yeah, this party was great, and then we got kicked out because, you know, too loud and bringing noise complaints, so we left. And then afterwards we went to a few places and then went back home. Your country doesn't have it. Oh, you know what? I think Ethereum's only in the US right now. They're testing it in the US for the time being. So that's also why. Sorry, noise complaint. Honestly, they should have... Okay, you know what? To be fair, the pizza and the drinks and the cookies were free, so I don't blame them for not upgrading to like a ballroom or meeting room. But gosh, it's funny because Mama Han was like, "Oh my god, you're going on vacation over there? You should take..." I'm like, "No, Ma," because she probably would hold me back from going to a party. It could have gone bad, but these are just cool people. Ah, no. Curious with the table there. It's okay. If it does well, it'll probably be released globally. But for now, it's not there yet. Oh, Japan too. I see. That was Friday. Do I have anything on Sunday? I don't think I have any pictures from Sunday. Sunday, I did do a meet and greet, by the way. And when I saw one of the robots I talked to was from Astrologue's Kairu. It's Seilei's genmate. So that was interesting. And I also got to do a meet and greet with Issa. I probably should have been more careful with that, to be honest, because there was too many sea dogs and they're all dogs. they're all guys, you know. I just wanted to surprise Issa, which I did, by the way, but then I didn't realize that yeah, you know, I'm not a big VTuber, so my brain's not there. Going to a Plamo convention would be a different kind of environment for me compared to a VTuber convention. Of course she is. Well, actually, I didn't meet her IRL. I met her at her meet and greet booth because she's busy. Also, didn't think you would get in line for that. I want to support my friends and their stuff when they do their thing, so I just got in line for it. She was tweeting out about loving her female fans, and so I thought she would have a lot more female fans. I was wrong because I was the second female fan she met that day. Issa, you liar! You exaggerated truth. Actually, no, I just misread it. I met her, we got a picture together, it was super cute. And then after the whole deal, she's like, "Jueri, that's dangerous, don't do it again." Pa, 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 pa. Oh my god, I saw her photo with all those male fans. Huh? You saw that too? Oh my god. Our demographic is 90% male. Yeah, I'm the 2%. I'm the 2%er. Is Issa stinky? She doesn't stink, bro. I might, but she doesn't. Leave her alone. She must have been talking about you. No, she tweeted that before I met her. There was a female fan before me. And I was confused what was happening because I was still reeling back from the lack of sleep in the last 24 hours. But they asked for a group photo. I didn't think too much about it. I was like, okay, it's just like for, I don't know, for something. So I wore my mask and then have a photo taken. And I didn't realize later that it was supposed to be sent to like the Discord. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So I had to, I was like, I need to be more careful. I'm not a VTuber, you guys. I don't have like the survival instinct of a V. I have no survival instinct, period. That's just what it is. I gotta be more careful. Okay. I will think about this. For next year. I actually, rather than VTuberCon, I want to try for like a Plamo convention. I think it'd be really fun to wander around in. So maybe think about that. Well, the Sea Dogs that have it know better than to share without censoring it. Yes, please. Well, I'm sure. You know, I was talking to Kyle about it. And I was like, "You don't know that you shouldn't tell them that was me, right?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." I was like, "Gosh, shucks, I should have been." He apologized for it, but honestly, it's 100% me. I was not thinking what was happening in that moment. I thought it was for Issa only. Sorry, I don't know why she would have photos of her fans. That makes sense though. Oh. Wait, do all these VTubers bring their own huge TV for the con? Some of these VTubers are assigned or like kind of picked up by companies that are already showcasing their stuff there, and they invite VTubers to be at their table to kind of advertise for them. Yeah. Something like a hobby show? Yeah, I'm down for a hobby show. I think so. Probably something like Old Dominion Open in VA for Plastic Mall, or I might go to Shizuoka next year. Shizuoka. I'll look more into it. I think it'd be fun to visit those. I feel more at home there. But yeah. I'm sorry, so I'm okay, listen, I was a small VTuber before I went to the moon. After I came back from the moon, there's like an influx of people. And I realized that mayhaps that I am slightly not a baby VTuber anymore. When I was a baby VTuber, I could probably walk around without a mask or anything, but now I need to... My brain hasn't caught up to my brain yet. I don't know. My brain cells, please work. It's okay. It's okay. It's just nerfed by the 18 hours delay. Hobby show live stream. Live tweeting when? There was actually the hobby show that happened while I was on vacation, so I couldn't live stream or watch it. I would love to though. I'd love to do something like that. Skill issue? I need to be careful. I'll be careful. But next year, I'll probably be like 100k. No, I won't be 100k. I'll probably be slightly bigger than this, and that's when you gotta be careful. Hi girls, it's just me. Sylvinor, hi, welcome, welcome. How are you? So especially now that Gundam has been growing past years too, it's kind of surprising because I thought. So I said something on stream one time that got a lot of people like pitchforks and stuff, but what I was trying to say earlier during that stream was that Gundam is more popular than... Wait, how do I describe this? Gundam is not as popular as what Gundam people think, but it is more popular than what normal people think. I don't know if that makes sense. It's more popular than what normal people think, but it is less popular than what Gundam people think. But at the rate that Gundam's growing though, I might just change that a little bit because it seems like they're collabing with a lot of IPs in a way that making them kind of break into mainstream, honestly. I really see that. They have their collab with COD Mobile sometime around this time. They also have the collab with Overwatch 2. We don't talk about that. And their collab with Fortnite. So they're really starting to break into there. Yeah. Would be good to go next year with some people you know to help you with the OPSEC. I thought I was fine. I went to the party. I talked to corpos. I talked to new people. It was good. Is a sleeper hit? I think that I'm not sure if there'll be VTubers that will go into Gundam the way I do, because I'm like fully into it. It's getting to the point where I'm more of a Gunpla streamer who happens to be a VTuber, more than a VTuber who happens to be doing Gunpla. And that's a little bit different. Literally just got a second COD collab. It's not quite COD, it's COD Mobile, so the audience is different. In Japan, it's important as hell obvious, and influence in the West can't be underestimated, but your average Joe more than likely doesn't know much. They're getting there. They're getting there for sure. They got some J-pop group for TG Insane, being perfumed to make a song. I feel so sad about TCG, but I'm not gonna bring it up right now, because it's like a whole nother topic for it. Surprisingly, it's honestly surprising how much it's grown over my lifetime since I started as a kid. Nice to see how it continues to thrive. And I'm still kind of new into it, and I have so much fun with the franchise. It is so fascinating to be a part of a franchise that continues to grow rather than kind of just like once and done, you know? What I mean by that is that, for example, you know, Gundam's still ongoing, but there are some shows that only get one season and never anything beyond it. And so the memories and experience of that show kind of lives on through fan art, ongoing fan art, fanfic, all that stuff. So it's my first time, I think, being part of something much long-lasting. Yeah. I hope that they won't drop the ball on it, because they got something really special in their hands with it. What else? Oh, you know, that was my Sunday. I think I spent a half day a Sunday, because there was not much to do, and I just wanted to meet friends for a quick second. But I did go to my first IRL, like, in-person dedicated Plamo store. Sorry. Store. Let me see if I can find the pics for this. You guys probably saw it if you were looking around the Discord, but I did go to some really nice Plamo store. They had Bandai! They had Bandai, which I was surprised by. They also had this one. So how is it seeing people roaming screens? Honestly, I'm too shy. I thought it'd be less shy inducing because they're on screen, but I get even more shy because they're super extroverted and loud. Okay, so first of all, I didn't notice, so I went with some friends after the con was over, and most of my friends, actually all of them, they're not very into Gunpla or Gundam in general. So, but you know, I'm their guest, so I told them I want to go to a store. I went to New Type, which is one of the larger distributor of Plamo in the US. They had reviews. They had reviews from people saying like, oh, you know, I love this. I went there. It was just a warehouse. It was just I wasted so much time going there. It was just a physical warehouse. I thought they had a storefront, but they do have warehouse sales that happen like once or twice a year. Yeah. You know, Channel 2S, he's basically sponsored by New Type. Shout out to Channel 2S there. They had blacked out windows, so clearly it's not very inviting. I didn't know. Oh, maybe I should ask them then. They let people in the warehouse sometimes. I should ask them, but then they're gonna be like, what credentials do you have? And I'm like, I have stuff. I can show off your stuff. But no, I didn't go in. Oh, so this Barbados pic is from a hobby shop. It's called, wait, let me Google this so I don't send you to the wrong place. Tatsu, I think it's Tatsu Hobbies, right? Okay, so this one's called Tatsu Hobby in San Jose. This is very small. This feels like a storage unit actually. Like just imagine walking into a room that is maybe 10 by 10 maybe. In the center is a table and desk where all the workers are and just chatting and nerding out, and then around the walls are their merchandise. So, you know, that's where I found stuff like this Barbados. I'm gonna show this real quick, but I like this. I thought it was cool. And then I was told it's from, where is it from? Build Metaverse? Usually I buy kits if they're cool, but if it's from a show that's not done well, I don't want to support it. So I gotta let Bandai know I don't like their not good show, so I don't buy it. 10 years ago? Yeah, build metaverse. Yeah. They had some really cool P Bandai selection, and oh my god, they had Mega. They had PGs and Megas, and I was like, what the heck? My first time seeing the huge plastic. Oh. Wait, mine said buy good kits even they're from Dookie shows? Well, either way, I couldn't buy it for myself. I only had a backpack and no room in it. I will say though that I felt like I was at home, and I think I was really self-conscious with my voice because I was yapping a mile a minute with the friends who didn't know anything about Gundams or Gunpla. And I was thinking, you know, what if there's a Jueri in here? There's no way, right? But that was the first time that entered my head. I didn't think that when I was at the convention, but I was thinking that when I was at the Plamo store. So that's my priority is. No, it's cool. They only watch, I think, 2 shows. I think it was Wing and IBO. So the thing with my friends that they don't want to buy stuff they have not watched. But when they got to it, they wanted to buy an MG. I was like, why are you buying an MG? And they said that they wanted something that they can just one big guy in their room because they're not gonna build the small army stuff. So I was like, okay, we'll look at the MGs. We didn't really find MG that really liked by them. So I was like, okay, you know what? How about this? Instead of a Gundam, how about we get you something like 30-minute fantasy? Because I feel that 30-minute fantasy is Plamo, but it's very approachable because it's based on familiar tropes like mages, assassins, warriors, and stuff, and they're super cool. So we looked at that, and they were super interested in that Plamo. So I'm very happy. Couldn't get a purchase on Gunpla, but we did get a purchase on Plamo, and that's like a win in my book. I think it's so fun being able to recommend something to a new beginner and then having them take up your suggestion. So I kind of get why you guys were the way you are when you guys ask me to buy some things or suggest me some things. Hi, welcome Chlorophyll Rabbit. Dragon Lord? Where? No, no Dragon Lord. They also recently collab with Monster Hunter. Oh, I was not aware. But Mega Kits feel awfully appropriate given G-Quack's finale. They're humongous. You are super unlikely to be recognized by voice alone. You're big enough to be outed by your voice, Juju? Okay, there's 2 types of people. Who do I believe? Hi Hoop, welcome, welcome. Voice and nails on the other hand? Oh, I see. Not by voice alone, but by voice and nail. You're right, actually. I need to wear gloves when I'm outdoors. You're funny for that. You're funny. Sorry, guys. I won't get recognized with voice, but if it's paired with the purple nails, uh-oh. I'm locked. I'm targeted and zoned in on. So Tatsu Hobby. What else do I want to say about it? I don't know. They're just awesome nerds. Your nails are probably recognizable. I'm happy the branding stuck with you guys. I just gotta make sure I change my nail color. Like, I'll go wear like black nails. They'll never know it's me. Haha. Haha. When people snuff you out, you better watch your bag. That's why I change up my scent in person, yeah. That'd be funnier because stalkers just look for someone wearing gloves indoors. You know what? Just don't wear nails. Don't paint my nails. That's what I need to do. That person sounds like popular VTuber JueriHaan. They see your hands. Gas. Oh, I may be underestimating what it is that's recognizable about me. Yeah. Only really OGs will be able to recognize you by your nail shape. Nail shape? What the heck does that mean? That is vile. That is a different degree of craziness with stalking. Okay. You're so funny for that. Oh yeah, so I can't buy anything big. So while my friend got the 30-minute fantasy, I think a couple of them got the 30-minute fantasy. It's really cute. They like made sure not to overlap each other. They didn't buy the add-on accessory because they didn't have it for their job change, but I personally bought this jar because it had my color on it. But you know what happened? I purchased this color for $6. I was like, oh, it's a cute jar. It has my color. I'll just buy it so I can like do custom work with it. The Discord was in flames. the Discord's in flames because they said, Jueri, you cannot buy this. This is not beginner friendly. Bro bought a jar. Delty, what are you thinking? Suspicious? Suspicious statement. A $6 a lot? Maybe it's too expensive. Okay, wait, to be fair. Everything at Tatsu Hobby is slightly above market price or MSRP because 1, they're in California, so California tax is 10%. And 2, they're in California, so it's gonna be expensive. How'd you even get that through the airport? Yeah! The people told me that it was flammable. I was like, okay, bet. But the people at the airport didn't really care for it, so they let me go through with it. The other $3 at most. See, the thing with buying in person at Tatsu Hobby is that you don't have to pay for shipping. That's like the thing. If you're there for once in a blue moon, you might be able to just be shaved off by the upped in price, but not by the shipping though. Don't worry. Okay, 6 is not too bad. All right. Why do I see people talking about your nails earlier? It's branding things. That's all it is. Do I paint my veins to match? You guys are diabolical. You become the shipping cost? Oh, you're right. I'm $300 shipping. So yeah. So this is lacquered base paint. And apparently, what I learned. So I don't quite understand what I need to do to prepare this, but you need to buy a certain thinner for this to make sure it applies properly onto your plamo. So after I read all of that, I was like, ah, I made a mistake. But then the next place we went to was the hobby store. I wish I grabbed the name for it. I forgot exactly. I paid $300 to have my plamo hand delivered by a cute VTuber. Oh, bet. Give me that right now and I'll stop by, bruh. Also kind of toxic. Just don't breathe it in too often. You need a respirator. You know, it was a mistake. I didn't know. I'm buying $6 worth of poison. I'm so sorry. I failed everyone. Should have done my research a bit more better. But no one ever told me not to buy certain stuff, right? They always tell me to buy things, so I thought it was okay. I didn't know there was whole precaution with these sort of based. You said cute, Juju? Why are you so mean? I can be. I can be. You need to research your plamo's actual plastic type either. It's such a time sink for learning how to paint. I just give up. I think the safest bet is just to buy water-based markers. Hi Seven, welcome, welcome. How was Offkai? It's awesome. I would go there again. I think where'd I go? I went to another nerd store. They had paints and Warhammer and board games and TCG, so I went somewhere else. Just forgot the name of it. I don't know why. Ah. So yeah. Where should I go? Okay, see ya. I'm going to Offkai next year's robot. Yeah, Renan, I will help you with that too. If you need a little fun, I gotcha. Got you a little bit there. You just want to run over people? You'll be fine. Let me show you guys now to the webcam feed because all I have are already just photos, but now we can just go to the camera for it. Let's go. Alright. You guys saw the badge. I forgot to show you, but the back of the badge had a map on it. 2 floors. Yeah, just 2 floors. So this is the badge stuff, right? Here it is. Oh. Here it is, here it is. Here it is. Look at that, it's pretty close to my color. Oh, why did they put it in a cute jar? They really baited me. They really baited me with this. I will have to figure out where to get dinner for this thing. And $6. Leave me alone. I didn't know. No one told me anything. Sorry. It's just so cute. I don't care. But I also went to a different hobby store and I got these paints too. So actually these are the same color. It's a little bit washed out on the cam, but these are the same color. And then this is like a bit pink. It looks like the color's separated, so it's a little bit darker at the top than it is the bottom. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. But the employee told me that this is okay to use straight out the bottle, I think. Without the need for priming. with maximum covering power and resistance. It is self-leveling acrylic paint with a satin finish. So I want to get these as well. Yeah. Wait, how long was I muted? What? How does it happen? It's because I haven't been streaming consistently, that's why. Sorry. No, you can't just mouth whatever words you think I'm saying. Not too long? Oh, good. Okay, good. What did I say? Oh, lavender G quacks. That's awesome. I like that. Duh. I can't open this in my room because it is not AC'd. It is hot. It's humid. There's no fan. And the window is behind my back. It's not against the wall or anything. Sounds like propaganda, Jueri. For the best quality paint, better to forage in the forest for berries and thicken it with animal fat you hunted a couple days ago. Honestly, yes. I think these are fine too. These look like they work straight out of the box. Purple Nebula and Twinkle Pink. That sounds like me, right? How appropriate. So these are both acrylic polymers. It says for... doesn't need priming. So I think these don't need thinning either, right? I'm not too sure. Let me smell it a little bit. You can use them straight. You think I can use them straight. Okay, well. See, this is why customizing Gunpla is so hard, because there's just too much misinformation out there. Alright, I'll just put these away for now. But yeah, let me show you some of the other things I got. This is done by Vino Burrito. Oh my god. Shout out Vino. He had this ready and everything. He's like, he's someone I known from my time on Twitch, but he's a huge Gunpla nerd and he's always been supporting my channel. So he gave this to me and I was just so... when I received this from him, I was in shock. I was like, bro, I didn't think this was... I thank you so much. I had no words to say. The goat himself, Kino Burrito. Oh, I stored this bag with other things. Apologize. Yeah, it's so cool. The art style's so charming. Should I drop his store? I can drop his storefront because he does do like Gundam related prints and stuff. You guys some of that if you're into it. Well, that can't be Jueri. I don't see her signature purple nails because I am I am cheapified. Oh no, wait. Shout out to Vino, thank you so much. Having the physical art is so different. Luckily I was able to store this, so it's very thoughtful of him to use a very small print for this. This is done on a board that he used for calligraphy, so it's a little bit tougher and long lasting. Thank you. This is for Tao. I forgot to give this to Tao because I've been busy, but Tao, this is for you. It's just this is a signature book from the con. Tao, I got you Kiryu stickers. You seem like you would enjoy this. Yakuza spotted. Watch out, he's gonna sing karaoke with you. Kyujan! Multi-more probably. I'm sure you'll make use of this. Put this on your luggage towel. This would be nice. It's cute. he's just so round, you know. Dame. Also very nice quality sheets. This is done by Limpachi. You wanna see their stuff? Super cute business card. It even sticks to my luggage. It will absolutely stick to your luggage. I noticed because I put stickers on my luggage. Oh my god, he looks cool like a dragon. Oh my god. Why is he so many different outfits? I didn't think he had that many outfits either. This is just a signature passport book. I got this from a raffle. I'll need to double check there's nothing in here. Don't think there is. Yeah, so this is something you can do to have people draw or write signatures on there if you wanted. Probably use that as a notebook for myself. Are you Yakuza enjoyer? I'm an appreciator. I have not played it, but I can appreciate it. Tao is 100%ing the game. I forgot which Yakuza game, but she's 100%ing one of them. Passport dogs be legendary? Okay. I wouldn't be that crazy. I know I was a little bit careless during my time at the con, but not on this stream. Let me put this together. I also... One of the convention booth, I think it was for Aegis Link. Lovely girls, by the way. They are super funny. They had a fortune-telling paper. A little shrine that they had, so I got this. I'm keeping this for myself, okay? It says good luck. There was like a box full of like, what's it? Like fortune and stuff. I think my friend got bad luck or something, so I thought that maybe it would be different. You love Aegis Link? Yeah, Aegis Link, I think, I feel them are huge Gundam nerds too. Gundam nerds especially. Yeah. According to May, you'll find success in things to strive for, your hard work will be rewarded. Make sure to eat something very spicy for extra luck, share it with a friend too. I will! Satchel. Hey guys, check out the super cute satchel I just bought that holds both my credit card and my secret. Should I show you my credit card? Wait, let me show you my credit card real fast. Wait, this is so cool. Let me show you. I think it's fine. I do like Bulldog, yes I do. Well, make sure I pull out the right credit card first and foremost. Okay. Don't show the credit card? I think it's okay, you don't see anything on it. Look at that, it has the Gundam skin on it. Now, if this is over, that's a different story, but this is the one credit card skin I bought from Vino, from his store. So yeah. That is cute, right? He actually has three different kinds of credit card skin. I don't think he sells it online. Let me double check if he does or did not. I thought you don't like the Quibbly? You're right. But I don't like the Quibbly because it has really big shoulders and I can't put that on my shelf. So, I like it in art form. I want to remember what he had because he had 3... Oh, here. Oh, he has it on his store, it looks like. Actually, let me show this on the screen here so you guys can have reference. Roy Sol! Oh my god! Hi, thank you for joining JueriHaan. Welcome. Thank you for the member. I appreciate the support. I just did not expect from Roy Sol. Isn't that the lawyer or is that something else? Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry. This is Vino. He has... Let me double check if he has or it's not. It's just stickers or ice, or is it something else? I think online looks like it's just the sticker. They're not the credit card skin. But the stickers that he had... The 3 that he had in person were the 3 here, I think. Was it? I don't remember. I remember it was the bottom 2, but I don't remember this beach one. I would have gone the beach one if there was there. I need Vino to clarify this real fast. Oh, Saul Goodman? My bad. Yeah, it's so cute. Honestly, I would love to do something like credit card skin. I think it's super practical. I love practical merch, so this is nice. So I bought the bottom left one. I thought that was cute. They're eating ice cream and stuff. Even though I'm not a Quibbly liker, it's just... It's small. It's small SD. Anything is fine in SD form. Right? Anything in SD form is likable. Even something like the Kasi Gundam or the Penelope is likable in SD form. Jueri credit card skin when? Maybe next time when I open the shop again with new stuff. Can't guarantee anything. I hope it didn't show the number. I don't think it did. They don't put the credit card number anymore on the front. They put it on the back. I appreciate even the dendrobrium. Even the dendrobrium, I appreciate it in its smaller form. I just don't have a lot of shelf space, that's why. 3... I think like 2/3 of it's being... 2/6 of it's been filled out. Wait, what are some mobile suits you actually like and dislike? Maybe 3 of each? Okay, well, there's a lot of like. How about I tell you what I don't like? I don't really like Penelope. I think even in SD form that might be hard to like. Penelope, Dendrobrium, and I'll put Quibbly in there. Put Quibbly in there, but that's because it has really wide shoulders. No awful takes. There's a whole live stream about what I don't like. You will defend Penelope? There's someone out there trying to defend Dendrobrium from me, so I apologize. Roast me? You can't be a liker of every Gundam now, can ya? Do I have other ones? Totally fair. Let me see. Let me look at my live stream real fast. I don't have it on top of my head what I don't like because it's all for one live stream somewhere. Plamo I would never buy. It's literally the 3rd row of streams in my live stream tab. Someone actually made a timestamp for it. Nightingale. I do not like the Nightingale because it has a big cod piece. Big cod piece, super red, lobster red, not like a sexy cherry red like some cars are. That's it. I'm sure we have our own dislike. Just name one that you don't like so we can even it out. So I'm not like flung like tomatoes and stuff. Remove her booster seat? Leave me alone. I have both the Cassie and Penelope on my desk right now. I am so happy you're able to fit it on your desk, cause if I had either of those Plamo on my desk, they would actually be like a cat on my table. Notice how she says bye, so it's okay if it's a GIF. You're so funny because that already happened. In my very first slideshow, I put the RG Zeta into Nanju and they're like, but you have them! And I said, yeah, because they were gifted. Now, that's the hard part about it. Honestly, that stream was a bit risky because now people are sending me stuff from that stream. Oh. Wait, I'll say one more. I'll say one more and I'll see the reaction to it. But I also put down the Turn A Gundam. So even though it has a mustache, it's just not what I would expect for a Gundam. That's all it is. Oh, I love Noble Gundam. That's my girl right there. My girl. What? Maybe I gotta be quiet. I gotta make sure. No? Oh? Okay, 2S. Alright, me and 2S are here against the crowd. Entry, hi! Welcome, Entry. How are you? Alright, let's see what else I got here. Oh, yeah. Let me show you guys the business card. I basically showed you... This is all I bought over there. Just this. And then the credit card skin I showed earlier. And... that's it. I didn't buy too much. And also the little word. But that was gifted. So that's everything. I don't have a lot of stuff. Cannot defend this. It's okay. I can't lie to you guys. I have to be truthful about what I like and don't like. If I'm the type of creator that likes everything, you guys would not trust me when I say I don't like something or like something. So that's why I am very honest about what I don't like. But you know, if you like it, I think it's fine too. Alright, so these are business cards I've collected and business card that I have. This is what I had for... Ooh, sorry, the light is like being blocked by this box. It's Iono Pokemon box, cause me likey. But the MG cow... yeah, I like the cow too. It's just that the Turn A Gundam is... could have been better. Serious bad tastes are always the most entertaining. I don't think my taste is bad. I feel like my tastes are reasonable. I actually adore the Cassie Gundam. It's just an acquired taste. That's what it is. But Penelope has no redeeming No redeeming quality mice. It has to. Well, I guess if you remove the chicken, it might have something. These are not my trading cards. So these are my business card that I printed. There is no actually. No, there's no bold SIR. I printed 50 business cards, and I think I have 11 left. So I think I gave out about 40 cards. It's pretty good. I thought I was gonna give out 10, but there's some tables that people can put like pamphlets and cards and stickers. So I put some of my cards there too. Oh yeah, the back of it, the back. Yeah. So this is the front, and this is the back. My logo on there, and it says YouTuber, streamer, and Gunpla. I gotta put that in there somewhere. And then you can scan a QR code that leads them to my little page with my links and stuff. The full ones have your personal numbers, the business contact. I wanted to get fancy with. I did get an upgrade where it's slightly thicker, so that is nice. How much did it cost? It cost me, I think $20, but I paid expedited shipping because I was doing it very last minute, and that was $18. $18 to ship it within 3 days. So maybe $40? Ah, yes. You want one? I wish I could give them out during my time, like shipping stuff to you guys, but these are very last minute. Rainbow Rare. Hi, Pun. Something to say about this is that I actually spent the morning of Offkai punching out the corners in this card. So this is not something I purchased. I saved $5 by doing that, but I had to punch it out myself in the morning. I think that rounded corners are kind of trending a little bit, and they look nice. I don't know if I have. Oh, I put it inside my material box, so I can't bring it out. No, actually, I'll take it out. Give me a bit. Let's see where it is. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Let me see. Okay, I had to set my guitar away. Oh god, what? Ah, I went too far out. Alright. It is right here. So this is what I used. I can actually punch out the let's see, do I have anything I can punch out right now? Any square things? I guess I have this like note card. I was gonna do the same thing, but woke up late that morning. Me too. I woke up about 8. I think I spent 1 hour doing it because there's a certain way you have to punch out these cards, and I wasn't doing correctly. So they're different, like roundedness to it. So this one's the least rounded one. Let me see. Wait, these are already rounded. Maybe maybe it doesn't work. Let me try that again. Let me try to find something sharp. Do I have anything sharp? I have like. Oh, here, I'll do this. I think it's this one here. This is an envelope. I have... Looking for something to punch? You're so funny. Alright. I might do this wrong. It's very specific. There you go. That's it. That's the least corner cutting ones. And it comes out from the bottom. Look at that. You can actually punch out 3 at the same time you wanted to. So that's the R4. This is R7. Oh, did I do it? Sometimes I can't do this right. It's because these are really soft. It looks better with cardboard. See? Look at that! Came out with a new fresh cut. Sheesh! Alright. This one is super rounded, so this is how round it can be with this one. And there you go. Look at that. So there's actually a picture that I took on my desk that I sent to JueriHaan, just full of like scraps like this, and me just like punching at the cards. Our part. Squeeze. What? Look at that. So this is what you get. Wait. This is normal corner. Then slightly rounded corners. Then the slightly rounded corner, and then the ultimate rounded corner. And I think I chose the middle one. That was perfect one. I'm gonna throw this away. because now the schools found my letters. It's like what, $6? I paid a bit more than if the company rounded my corners, but now I can round any corners I want in the future. R35 type. So yeah, so this is my business card. You got one, you're so lucky. Yeah, look at that. Jueri and plasma form. This is this is taken from my merch because I had no time to get something new. This is so last minute. I told Issa I was gonna do business cards. She was like, "Why are you crazy?" I was like, "It just makes sense to me." But luckily I did it anyways because actually a fair amount of people had business cards. So this is my haul. This is my haul in terms of cards and stuff. Stickers from Rico. God, Rico's so cute. Oh, Vino! I think that's someone. I think that's almost it. I think that's it. Alright. Radius? No, I did not know the R stand for radius. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, welcome, Keyman Johnson. Issa said she regretted not having business card on yesterday's stream. That's right, Issa! I was right! No, actually, Issa knows way more than I do when it comes to VTubing, so I often take her advice. I think business card was one of the things that I was right about. I would love to have a business card. I could have a stack of them from all over the place. Yeah, I think they're super fun to collect. So this is Vino's. As you know, he did the art for my card skin. There you go. Oh man, the vibes in them are so different too. I'm just gonna go through them fast and see if I can recall anything. Because I was exchanging a lot of cards with people. So we not necessarily remember everyone. To any new viewers, you enjoy our content, feel free to subscribe. 100% worth. You enjoy Gunpla, card, and conventions. Wait! Yes, and no. Just because I don't go to conventions that often. It just accidentally this year was a lot of conventioning. But thank you though, Nishoku, for the reminder. But yeah, so Rico here. Super cute. You know what's funny with Rico? So Rico is a friend of Issa, and I think she's someone more that I admire from afar as a fan, but I talked to her and everything. Papa Han does not know that I'm going to a convention. He doesn't understand why I'm going to California. And he gets really worried that I'm going to be with like a guy or something. But you know, my friends are mostly dudes and stuff because of my hobbies. And so I told Rico, I was like, hey Rico, I know this is a weird request, but can I take a picture of you and send to my dad so he doesn't get worried? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. She was so down with it. So I took a picture with me and Rico, and I was like, yeah, Dad, look at me and my friend. Yeah, we're having fun at the convention. Papa Han fan. No, Papa Han is not even into VTuber. He doesn't know I'm a VTuber. These are business cards that I've collected. Shout out to Rico, she is so sweet, and thank you so much for helping me convince my dad that I have female friends. Thank you. Alright, so I just want to talk about the art on these. Like, look at this. Oh, it's signed? Sayla VR. Actually, I think these are the most recent stacked, maybe. Actually, these three are part of a company. There's Sayla, Mimoyi? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And also, Achi. I think her name is more like Aki. Achi. It's been a bit. This is so cute. This looks like a business card you get from the plumber down the street. She does speak Spanish, by the way. And she has like this little signature at the bottom. It's so adorable, right? So these were the three that I received from someone, yeah. Even though, you know, they just recently debuted, by the way, so check them out if you want to. I know that for... Oh my god, the full art here! I should have showed that part! Oh, it's so cute. She's actually a rigger, so she does a lot of rigging for Live CD. And you'll see that on her stream. Oh my god, this is so adorable. I feel like I'm taking a picture of like the class president here. So those three here started recently, they debuted recently, so check them out. So there are places at the conventions where people can just leave their card around. So I did not meet some of these people, but some of them I just picked up because they had a really cool business card. Imagine not even being your father's Oshi. My dad would be disappointed if he knew what I was doing. I'll just let me make like 10k a month and I'll tell him about it. How about that? This is Oddture ET. I collected it because it says that they are a the none and only Mecha Pilot Merc. So I was gonna check them out because they had Mecha Pilot in their name. So I felt like that was top of the line Mecha Pilot Mercenary. Little like blurb. Mimioi, not the Spanish. My bad. This person I did not meet either because they had a cool card. Oh, this is matted, by the way. Ooh, it's a little bit different in texture. Look at that. It's not shine. Who are they? It is Rayan? I think it's Rayan, yeah. That's so cute, right? Some of them are like photo cards and they're free too, so just nice to have. Disclaimer against friendly fire is always important. Yes, it is. Cute. The card thickness? You're the only person I know who cares about that. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all standard thickness. I don't think there's any that is like super premium, because you know, these are VTuber cards. This is Kudo's card. Oh my god, he put a full illustration. To be fair, he is an illustrator of that sort, so it makes sense he would put like his whole heart into this. I got a sign too. He looked really upset he had signed something. Because people ask him to sign stuff all the time, so he looked really upset. I asked him what this was. Here, it is a signature, right? But then I asked him what the Chinese was. He was like, yeah, you know, Jueri, aren't you Chinese? It's like Jayo. I'm like, okay. I can't. I'm Moon Bunny first and foremost. I don't know my Chinese. My friend used to work with a car company, obsessed with car stock and design. I would love to have like top of the line premium stuff. If I had a more like, if I had this as my card art and stuff, I would definitely put this at like super thick card, like premium. I would pay like $1 for each card if I have to, if I had really nice art like this. Base, force her to learn a language. Bro is better than me. It's like that scene in American Psycho with name cards with an actual real person in the flesh. He's more of a texture person? Oh, what a weirdo. I like gloss first and foremost. It feels nice on my skin. Like, I like this texture. Shiny gloss. Not a fan of... See, look at that. You can see the ring light. Not a fan of matted stuff as much. Oh my god! Senny? Senny Ursa. She is so adorable. I talked to her briefly at the Irium party. Her art on her card definitely reflects her as a person. Her voice is so cute. I gotta make sure I follow her after, because I haven't had time yet. Speak fluently? Ooh, you speak fluently? That's a useful skill to have. Matte feels more premium. I'm sorry, I'm cheap. Rico. There it is. See? Everyone has some illustration they were prepared to use. I just did not have a proper illustration or like usage for the ones I have. Like the ones I have, I tell the artist like, hey, I'm using it for this and this. So usually if it's through Skep, let them know it's for, hey, this is for thumbnail or something, and they'll be like, okay, and they'll get okay. But most of the art that I have to make sure I somewhat own the usage for it. She have the knee on back. Whoa. Rico, it is so dark on the back. This is so funny. Sunny remembers names so well and has had a good handshake. Ah, maybe she did. Oh yeah, I remember. She was like yanking the hand a little bit. Firm handshake. Oh yeah, here it is. Citrus Sushi. Oh yeah, he signed his card. Yeah, I had some of them signed because it's nice to have that personal touch to it. So here it is. With our little army here. Fruit Nim. Oh my god, wait, you got the little like sushi guys on their QR code. I had to pay a premium for that, so I didn't have a little guy on my QR code. Would Jueri be down to be head five by random fan IRL? I'm usually pretty open to stuff. I would just have to suss out the vibes a little bit. Gotta suss out the vibes. I don't know if I ever said anything as my YouTube persona. You should. I think it'd be nice. This is Luminara. They're a new company. They're a new startup company by Kamana. Actually, they have one of VTubers that was there named Kazu. She was like a ray of sunshine. So for Luminara, they had this thing where they had a board, a sign that says Offkai Gen 4, that they had VTubers sign and everything. It was super cool. You know, it's really fun being able to chat with them and, you know, signings for something. I need to invent a signature. You don't need to invent it. You already have one. Just sign it in regularly. Hey Ayuk, welcome. Is that the JueriHaan? Is that the artist Ayuk? Yeah, but this is really cool. I need to chat with her. I've been kind of busy like getting myself together the past few days, but I will hit her up soon. She is so sweet. She does DZ content, VA work. I think she maybe does ASMR. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but no, it's very sweet. Remy, they're an artist. I think we accidentally met each other one time because they're like, I remember a Jueri art before, and I used to go by that moniker online when I did more art stuff. So it's funny how that sort of came full circle. I think I got a couple more here. I don't think I can go all of them. Meteor, Goldfish, City, Pop Diva. Oh my god, I remember. This VTuber, she's, I think, pre-debut, I believe. But her fashion sense is on point. Luminar gotta be worth keeping an eye on. Yeah, I'm very interested in what they're doing. Because, right now they have... Well, okay. Actually, let me bring back Luminar. Let's talk about this a little bit. But, they're making a splash on Twitter right now because they're shaking up what VTubing is. You know, currently we have traditional VTubing where people are given models and they have like merch and sponsorship handled on their behalf, but they have to be the model. But I think what they're trying to do is trying to be a production company. So anything where you have like big ideas you want to carry out, they'll help you carry out and have funding secured for it. So it's not quite VSojo either. It's still a little bit different. But either way, you retain your IP, I believe, 100%, among other benefits, and people were really up in arms about it. And you know, it's for good reasons too, because with VTubing, people have kind of been burnt by corpos that go down under. So I totally understand, but also I think it's worth keeping an eye out and also seeing how far they get with their current members. Like off-brand, but for VTubers? Yeah, I think it's something like that. Just a sort of production company, not quite VTuber. Also, thank you! Thank you for the member, Pumpun. Thank you. Welcome to the Jueriverse, hope you enjoy. Now you can watch the the Honey Pop membership stream that's been like pushed down everyone's throat. So, and also emotes too! Yeah, they didn't explain themselves, their goals very well first. They cleared up reasonably well though, will be interesting to watch. I'm very fascinated where this will go. I think their current talent is Ricky VTuber. I've seen his little reel before. It's 2-minute Bishoujo like introduction reel, and I thought he was fantastic. Like with his introduction. You want to watch the Honey Pop stream too? You being you know what they say? They say don't meet your idol, right? And I think it's so funny because sometimes I only ever see Delty's tweets that pop up virally. So every now and then he has some down bad tweets. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? He's like me. No, JK. And I gotta be sure to get the money for the memes. That's just the one stream. Good fashion sense. Wow, this is a really nice vibey card. It's what the person I talked to. There it is, 970 DJ. If you need any DJ work, you got him. Got his stuff here. He was in chat earlier. This is a friend of a friend, but he's really nice and he's a huge VTuber fan. I was trying to pay for my food and both him and the sushi were trying to fight over it, and I swiped my card faster than needed to pull out their card. Nice. What? Damn, this is press too? Gosh. It's real serious here. This is VMoe. Oh, this is not a business card, but I had to play rock paper scissors with this for this. They said, hey, if you want one of these cards, we'll give it to you, but you have to beat us in rock paper scissors. So I was like, okay. VMoe is a maid theme VTuber group. Yeah, it actually has texture on it too, like glitter or something. It's hard to see on camera. I don't know what texture this is. I beat her one try, so my friend, I think he had to do. He go through 5 rounds. He lost the first 2-3 times. One that was a tie. And he finally beat her in the 5th round. Every time he lost, she was like, it's okay, I didn't see anything. And so, you know, continue playing. That's like, you know, the maid aesthetic they're going for. You'll know your future for sure. The Empress? The Empress is a good card. Did you manage to make it to Gunpla thing at Offkai? I could not, Ginja, because my flight was delayed 18 hours, so by the time I started flying, I already missed the entirety of Friday's convention, so unfortunately I could not. That's actually one of the few conventions, or like one few panels I want to see, because I kind of knew the subject. Most VTubers I watch are more indie or smaller. This is... Sit there, this is cute. I don't think I've met this person. I just took it because they had a bunny on our card. I'm just biased a little bit. Yancha Gogo. Her card was cute. She was... Oh my god, look at that, the full illustrations too. Temperance? Temperance is a major arcana. It's been a bit since I've done tarot card stuff. When that Oshi was on the panel, there was I know Eldrick Library and one other person. Yancha is one my oomph. my oomphy. Wait, did they do... I'm actually not sure what they do. I'm surprised you're getting places. You're like in squares and corners in these places. This is Gun. This is Jueri streamer. But yeah, I think he also does YouTube. Bro, shout out to this guy. This VTuber model cutout was insanely tall. Oh my god. You make me sound like a rat. I didn't say that. I've been seeing your tweets. And you're getting in the VTuber rabbit hole, right? So I've been seeing you like tweeting out like, "Hey guys, recommend me VTubers that does Gunpla." And a few people have tagged me. But little do they know, you already made your way into my stream and stuff. So it's not much of a jump scare from me. Maybe the first time, but not in blood now. This is Astor Yoshi. She was... I'm surprised she approached me because she's extroverted. She's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Whoa, yeah, hey." Looks cool, right? It looks like a Pokemon card. Blood Drain, Durability, and Longing for Home. So very, very lore-centered business card. I like this. This basically just shows you what they're into in terms of content really fast. This is just Pokemon cards. I don't know why, but they were free Pokemon cards you can grab, so I just grabbed the Farfetch one because I like Farfetch. And oh yeah, this person, I can't really read their name. They didn't. I checked their Twitter. They didn't have time to make a business card, so they basically took Pokemon card, wrote their name on it, and then they put like a wax seal on it. I lost the wax seal unfortunately, but there was one here. I like Tracadet, so I took it. So yeah, that's my time at the con. The rest of the time, you know, Gunpla shop. I went to a hobby store, didn't I? I also opened packs with some friends, so I got these. These are from 151, but they're in JP. The wax seal came out. That's okay. Not everything is gonna be forever, and in this case, the wax seal is gonna break off eventually. So, yeah, that's basically my time at Offkai. There's a lot that happened, but my gosh. It was crazy because I didn't want to go, and then I had some things push me to go, so I went. And I still didn't want to go. I still didn't want to go because I'm so introverted. I'm still tired from my overseas trip. What are some things you've done differently for next time at a con? Good question. Next time, I'm going to be more secretive of my identity. I'm sorry. I'm I'm transitioning from like a regular fan to like a VTuber for once, so I will do that. That's number one. I should conceal my identity more. Number two is change this part here. I look like I'm trying to get followers. That's not the intention. People wrote stuff like Moon Bunny VTuber or I love Gunpla or hi or something, and I wrote like my handle for no other reason. Man, I've had the urge to go to big con, but anxiety always puts me off. Me too. But you gotta force yourself. I basically forced myself by buying a very expensive plane ticket to go there, so I had no choice but to go at that point. And oftentimes, the result of these conventions are better than what you think would happen. Number 3 is the next time I want to get like a standee or something over there. That's just 3 things. Protect my identity better. Change my handle at the bottom and get a standee. That is my goal. I don't know if I want to do a panel. I feel that experiencing the con firsthand is just so important to me. Rather than talking to new people and getting people to check out my stuff, I want to meet people face to face. I find that I do way better talking to people face to face than I do like tweeting or reaching out online or talking to a big crowd, to a big panel or something. I definitely find more opportunities that way, so I'll continue that. You're doing your best, Jueri Nodders. Yeah! What a Twitch watcher. Nodders in here? Yeah, conventions are fun. I honestly wanted to go to that con, drop off like my cards, like tables or industry stuff. But by the time I got there, my fake extrovert exterior kind of just shedded off itself and just went to introverted mode because I was just so tired. But having friends who are extrovert definitely helped me put myself out there. Like there was a table full of business cards and posters. I put like 1 down and my friends were like, you gotta put more than that. So I put 2 down. And they still told me I need to put more down, so I put a 3rd one and then we left it at that. See, that's the kind of person I am, I suppose. I'm a little bit shy, but I'm trying my best to be less shy about it. I thought I was a bit better than that, but I guess some part of me still is kind of shy and introverted too. They're not mutually exclusive or anything, but sometimes they go hand in hand in this case. My brother-in-law encouraged me to go to these events, mostly since it's harder to do so once older. That is also true as well. I don't know if next year will be any easier. Panel will be fun? Panels are basically PowerPoint presentation, but instead of high school or college, it's over real people. Scary. Scary. You want to go to a con virtually? You have options. True. I don't know. With these things, you kind of have to think about what goals you have, right? I think for me, I want to just yap a lot to other creators. Yeah, the extrovert adoption program. Hi, Never went to a con before, but there's a con starting up tomorrow called Otash Shobi. Seems interesting. Maybe my regular Gunpla shop has stalled there. Yeah. Even just going there for an excuse to see your regular Gunpla shop is worthwhile, in my opinion. If you want, you can just be like, hey, you need any volunteers? You could probably say yes or no. You never know. They don't, that's okay too. But definitely head there. Be willing to talk to people. Don't just be introverted in your own space and stuff. Be willing to speak to people. And oftentimes, any VTuber I met, I would always be like, hey, what kind of stuff do you do? And they would talk about it, and there's passion that comes with it. And I love like asking them more questions because I think it's so cool that this person does content on fashion dolls, for example. And it's just so new to me, and there's just so many things that make the experience worthwhile. You know, I just felt touching grass is good. That's the conclusion here. Touching grass. Hi, Jojo. How's Offkai? Hi, Bin. It was awesome. Would definitely recommend. The VTuber intro panel I attended at NYC last year had a PowerPoint too. Yeah. The PowerPoint, that's what panels are. They're basically PowerPoint or public speaking, but with something interesting to go with it. I haven't been to a con for years. We used to have one local, but not as good as it used to be. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. when cons get too big though, that's also when it gets kind of difficult. And that quality may not be as good. It takes a lot to make something like Offkai go as smoothly as it did. It's a lot of work went into this, and I think that after I finished going to the con, I felt like, wow, that was a very fulfilling convention. Everything went pretty smoothly. It wasn't too crowded for the Saturday I went, and the fans are very lovely and they were good. Hopefully I try to go more cons in the future instead of just Anime Boston. I honestly think that maybe just 1 or 2 cons is good enough for me. I don't plan to go to like 5 cons in a year. Hi MP, welcome, welcome. But yeah, you know, if you have a convention, just talk to people. They're cool. You're sitting down and someone else is sitting down. Just reach out to them a little bit and you never know where it might go. Yeah. I could not sit in any of the panels. I spent most of my day either at a meet and greet or at the artist alley or vendor hall. I didn't have time for panels. I literally spent one full day and 1 half day at this convention. I know it says full weekend, but as you can tell, my flight made me miss the entirety of Friday. So I had like a whole calendar schedule on my phone, and Friday was the only day that had everything planned out. All the meet and greets of my friends and all the panels, and I didn't have any time to go to any of it. That's okay though. Too many games is my home state, then another one is another state. I'm going to too many games. I didn't plan to, but my younger cousin wanted to go to. Honestly, I'm going there and handing out my business card too. I think it'd be fun. These are fun. I go to 4 to 6 cons. It's maybe a location-based thing. I'm based in PA, as you can tell from my PO box, and they have cons all year round. They have Philadelphia, no, for furry conventions. They got Comic-Con. Actually, they have a fair amount of cons, but I don't go to it because I don't know. I just don't go to it. 46 probably because you're in the West Coast. West Coast seems to have a lot of anime cons, depending where you are. Legendary 4th floor? What happened to the 4th floor? It feels awkward if I try to talk to people randomly at any event, and I agree. What helps me at least is to talk to friend of friends. You know, they meet up with each other and like, hey, you know, I know you from or hey, how's it been? And I would talk to them. Much easier. However, if you can, just bring one person. Bring at least one person with you to experience something with them. I think it's fun. Merch unboxing? Do I have any merch? No, I don't have. I didn't bring any merch because I didn't have any room. I guess you can see my jar of poison. That's what you're into, right here. Would you like a sniff? That's all I had. This is my main haul. Everything else was just business cards. I knew that I was gonna have more business card than any other merch, so that's what I focused on. I would like a business card, but I'll probably be busy signing and panels. Yeah, no worries. Figure it out later. Going to more than 2 cons in a year sounds like exhausting. I have room for 1 con, and every other con gotta be like virtually done or something. What if you only solo queue cons? I was about to solo queue Offkai. My experience would not have been as fulfilling as it was if I went by myself. You could. Try not to though. I had a friend that solo queued convention before and he said it was the worst experience ever and never want to do it again. So, unless you're super extroverted, maybe don't do it. Don't do it. Solo queued artist alley and become a prisoner in my own booth. I prefer that. That's different though. Right, that's different. Your haul is kind of incredible. Why? You know, I don't even know how I got this to security. This is flammable, by the way. And they were like, if you bring any flammable, you'll be fined like $5,000. I'm like, like, look at that flammable symbol right there. Is it really my fault that TSA could not see this tiny label? Didn't even check my bag. Come visit again? Yeah, I'll visit again. You guys were awesome. And next year. Oh, okay. I have a feeling that Offkai Gen 5 is gonna be humongous. The amount of FOMO that happened for Gen 4 was already sizable, but I cannot imagine how many people are gonna be at Gen 5. Kaboom. Luckily, it's just air pressure from the airplane. Luckily, next big con is gonna get some drag a couple friends. Yeah, do that. Yeah, so overall, when I think back on this con, I think about the memories that I made talking with various VTubers. I am on YouTube, okay? I am mostly on YouTube. I do not go on Twitch. And it is so hard to find VTubers on YouTube. And even if I do find them, sometimes like they're just starting out, maybe they're not quite figured out with their content yet, or maybe their content is entirely different. So going to this convention and talking to VTubers face to face made it feel less like an island, and I think that felt very fulfilling to me as a creative. Being able to openly chat with them and just share a connection with them that way. I mean, you'll realize, like, when you're a content creator, you're kind of an island. Sometimes only in your own room. Is there a huge difference between YouTube VTubers and Twitch VTubers? Yes. There absolutely is, I think. Well, for one thing, on Twitch, there's gonna be a lot of bells and whistles. There's gonna be people throwing redeems, because that's how they get their money, right? And aside from that, I kind of find that Twitch VTubers know each other better because rating is such an easy feature to use. They have rating on here, but the problem is that it's a very diluted step, and it's hard to find other VTubers, for me at least. Are you sure you're an introvert? I am absolutely an introvert. Here, I'll put right now, Jueri. Also welcome. Guys who have met me, to the people who have met me, tell me, am I an introvert in person? I am, right? I am, aren't I? I'm pretty sure there'll be yeses. If there are no's, they have not met me. Twitch is more offhanded, so streamers can be crazier than YouTube. That's the truth. What the heck? Come on. That's a lie. Okay. Well, clearly they don't know. Being bad at social, this isn't the case. Yeah, so in psychology, if you're looking into it deeply, I think there's a distinction between psychological, like, introvert and extrovert definition versus like the internet definition of introvert and extrovert. And in psychology, it's just basically your energy level, your social level. Introverts will have less of it, but they can act very open and friendly as an extrovert might do. But extroverts have way bigger reserve for social battery. So for me, my social battery is like maybe that of an extrovert, but my general interaction might be more of a a shy moon bunny. Apologies. Introvert pretty nails, thank you. Wait, you got the weekend badge? I know! I didn't know I was gonna be late for Friday. Yeah, don't worry about it. The flight compensated me for one way. Ambivert? I guess so. I consider myself more of like a social introvert because I do like interacting with people. I know I'm an introvert because here's how I know. I talked to Rinin, right? She's in... Actually, they're living like a he in this season. He's in chat right now, right? And I've been in call with them for a couple of times, and I feel so drained. By the end of our call session, I go super quiet, and I just know I am an introvert because of that. When I meet an actual extrovert, they drain the social battery out of me. I don't know how. Just being around them just does that to me. I experienced a 24-hour delay in Germany. That was awful. I hope you're compensated. 18-hour was crazy. I was in the airport, curled up on this cold marble slab. Never again. So you like more close groups or something? I just like hanging out and talking to people. That's just the main thing. I just have really low capacity for it. For stream is a little bit different because I'm talking more so to myself a little bit. Just a little bit. But when I talk to another person, I definitely have the same energy, but you'll start to notice that peter out over time. Yes, fully compensating, given a hotel at least, was traveling alone and had to sit in the airport for 12 hours. Bruh, I didn't even get compensated for hotel or anything. They just... Because it's weather related again, right? Weather happens all year round, so stuff like snow and rain will delay a flight, but this was just awful communication. Jueri's so cool. What the heck? Bro, no. Ain't true. Ain't true. Alright, let me double check. I have not done the raid feature in a while, but I do see Issa is live, so she's talking about Offkai, so maybe this would be a good way to get her up there. Oh, so is Gundy Drake too. He's talking to Offkai as well. Wait, is he playing Battle though? I'm gonna double check. Okay, I see. Delaying flights make me feel apprehensive about flying. It's not the worst. And when they happen, you kind of just have to roll with the punches. If you're someone who plans and really likes sticking to a schedule, then it's gonna be a little bit tough. But you gotta be flexible with it. Like, I'm okay. Honestly, even though it's pretty harrowing, I'm pretty okay. I had a hard time sleeping at the airport, partially because there was this older woman on the phone with the sweetest voice, by the way, just on customer support with the airline, asking for compensation with any of the hotels nearby, and it was just really horrible back and forth. Corn dog. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, chill out. I want to be cool with Issa. I want to look cool to her, okay? So be nice to her. Make sure you have longer layover if you get a snowy airports. I don't have... Well, it depends. I don't travel during the winter time, so it's different, right? It'll be fine. It will be fine. How do you do this? I do like this? Oh, there you go. Whoa. Oh, it just pulls it up. Easy. Gonna head out for night. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. And see ya, Jueri. Take care, everyone. See ya, Luke. Yeah, you get to see some sea dogs. They're a little bit different from Jueri's. They're a lot more of a hive mind than the Jueri's. Jueri's have very individual personalities and questions they want to throw out, but it's funny. They're pretty cool too. They're really nice. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap up a stream here. I got something to do around this time, so say hi to Issa and the sea dogs. Be nice to her. She yaps a lot. I don't think she does a lot of singing too. Yeah. I tell you, call him. I never said that. Okay, come on. Put a little nicer name on me, please. Please, I want to cool her. Quick stream. This is my usual stream time. Hello. All right, let's wrap it up here. See you guys tomorrow for some Shadowverse. It's our first time playing Shadowverse, so feel free to join me on that. I'm gonna be learning the game for the first time there. It's fun, I think. I heard some great things about it. I don't care what Steam says, even if it's like the lowest rated game right now. You never really trust them. Okay. Bye.